vlog. Vlogmas day 5. I forgot to record me waking up. I mean, not that y'all really want to see that. Or you need to. But anyways, I have made it to work. Just in case anybody was wondering if I was safe. I am. I look cute today. Look at these pants. People going to make my booty do what they do. Hello? Shake a little something. I need to hurry up and get undressed. Change to my uniform. Yeah. Welcome to Vlogtober. I was going to say Vlogmas again. Welcome to Vlogtober day 5. Stay tuned. See you in the next clip. Right? I forgot to glue my nail back on. So, I'm back. Let's go on lunch. I think I might end up doing, maybe I shouldn't say it yet, because I want to make sure I actually do it. Yes, anyways, just wanted to put in my 2 cents. You know, something that has been helping me strive forward lately is this. Let's say there's some things you want to do in your life, right? Whatever the case is, whatever that may be. Do you want to continue to watch other people do what you love, or do you want to do what you love? I think that's the most important thing about people who, God damn, that's a lot of lip gloss. I think that's the most important thing that I'm learning about when it comes to creators and consumers. Is it's easier to consume. It's easier to. See, every time I do a TikTok, this should be loud as hell. Now it's happening on YouTube. Something that I've noticed is that we tend to consume because it's easier. It's easier to consume other people's creations because it's right there. Like, you know what I mean? How easy it is to pick up your phone and then be on the internet, laughing at other people's jokes, quoting other people's quotes. You know what I'm saying? Creating or watching other people's creations, whether that's dancing or singing or acting or writing or, clothes or whatever that is, versus putting the freaking phone down and doing it yourself, which I believe is really understandable, honestly. It really is. It really is just easier. But I feel like a lot of times that's where depression comes from, because you so badly want to create, but you won't do it. And now you're watching all these people live out the lives that you want. Maybe not literally, you know what I mean? Maybe not literally you want to be doing exactly what they're doing. But the joy that comes from creating yourself versus watching other people experience the joy. You have to know that whatever you do, no matter what you do, isn't going to make you necessarily be smiling from cheek to cheek every fucking time. Sometimes it's gonna suck. Sometimes it's like, I don't really want to do this. Sometimes it feels tedious. Sometimes it even feels boring. But the joy you feel when you've completed a project that you said you would do is something that cannot be bought. Money can't buy the joy of creating. Hell, creating can get you some money. So go get you some money. No, but I just kind of had that thought because I have been actively, intentionally putting my phone down. When I feel myself get to the point where, I'm scrolling, but I'm not really, I can't find what I'm looking for when I'm scrolling sometimes. And I've realized that when I'm scrolling, I'm looking for something. And I can't find it. And that's what has gotten me consistent on social media. Not necessarily YouTube, because I'm just now doing YouTube again. But consistent on social media in general. Is because it's I want to hear somebody say something, but they're not saying it. I want to hear a review on something that I'm doing, but I'm not saying it. And hey, maybe I'm ahead of my time. Maybe I'm ahead of my time on certain things. So it's am I going to see the benefits of being ahead of my time right now, like somebody else? If they're saying what I'm saying 5 years from now when it's acceptable, probably not. You know what I'm saying? If you look at my numbers, it's not hitting as if maybe in 5 years when people are okay with women saying, you know, I'm not gonna say that. But, you know, it might be one of those situations. Does that mean I shouldn't do it because it might not do the numbers that it would in 5 years? Absolutely fucking not. Why shouldn't I be the pioneer of whatever the hell? Even if it's just simply just saying something that's on your mind. Somebody out there is looking for someone to say what you're saying. Just like I'm looking for people to say or do things that I'm doing and they're not there yet. So it's like maybe I'm supposed to be the person. Something you want to do may not be looked at as amazing or great or beautiful or creative or intelligent or whatever. But maybe it's because you're meant to be the person that opens the door for other people to be comfortable with what you're doing, saying, or whatever. Maybe you're meant to be the pioneer. Maybe you're meant to be the first who ever did. And maybe one day, for all you know, somebody might look back and be like, hey, that's the first person who did X, Y, Z. People don't look at talking as skill. Maybe they do. But they wouldn't necessarily say you have a skill of, or the gift of gab, unless you're talking to thousands of people, millions of people, something like that. Nobody would like maybe say like I personally have the gift of speech or communication. But one day somebody might. One day somebody might say that. One day one person can see my content and that makes them the greatest of whatever. Maybe no one ever looks at me as anything other than a random ass black woman who would be talking shit on the internet. But it doesn't, how do I know that what I'm saying won't change one person who could be the president? You ever heard that saying where you never know who you're talking to because that person could be, maybe I specifically won't be the next president of the United States, but that doesn't mean that I can't influence someone who will one day be someone. Sometimes what you do say can change one person's life, and that one person can change another person's life, and that one person could end up being some pivotal person in history. And it had me thinking that if we're all fucking scrolling, looking for creations of other people, who the hell's out there creating what we need to see? Nobody. If you don't get up and do it, now we're just seeing the same repeat ass actors, the same repeat ass singers, the same repeat ass commercials. Nothing's hitting. Because we're just watching the same people do it over and over again because they can, because don't nobody want to get up the fuck to do it. Get up. Do it. What's up, you guys? I'm officially back at home after work. Today was a great day. I'm so glad I only had 3 days though, because I don't know, the energy's energying and I am so physically fatigued. Yeah, I could really use like a really good sleep, like a really good day sleep. You feel me? Yeah, so I'm kind of really glad it's my Friday. I just went back to work. Talking about something, I'm glad it's Friday. Hey, hello? Because it's been quite the fucking week. Like, it has been quite the week. We're talking freaking performing, weather changes. I just got from being sick. I did all my kids' hair. Not all of them. But I did majority of my kids' hair. Well, I don't know if I want to say that. Some other things that have been amazing, but mentally taxing. I love when things are like just amazing, but I feel like we never speak enough on, even when you're doing something absolutely fucking exciting, you're having a great time, it's still taxing on the body. Like, we got to make sure that even when we're doing something fun, that we still take some time to ourselves. Like, I legit, like if something like bad happens or sad happens, I cry. I make sure I have a day where I'm just chilling and I'm taking care of myself mentally. You know what I mean? I'm doing all the things that I would want somebody to do. You know what I mean? Like if you're sick, you want somebody to make you some tea and some soup, and it's like that. I do all the things that I would want somebody to do for me if I was having a bad day. But at the same time, even when I'm having a really good day, because it is mentally, physically, spiritually taxing, I still do all the same things. I may not like do soup, but I'll do like tea, and I'll give me like a little snack, make me a little snack tray. You know what I mean? Sleep in, relax, freaking just be buck naked in a house coat. You know what I'm saying? Just nothing. Maybe you didn't need to know all that, but I'm over here. This person likes me. This person likes me. This person likes me. And I'm like, what is happening? Hello? You know, I'm amazing, but fuck. Stop. No, I just mean like this week has just been crazy. Like, damn, y'all. They own me. But yeah. I'm in thought though, because it's one thing when like a lot of people like you and you're just like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's another thing when you when you may have some interest back. I'll say that. It's not that I really like anybody, but it's just, I don't know, for some reason this week it's like people that I'm attracted to are also attracted to me. Yeah, anyway, so I am I'm about to I want to make me something to eat, but I don't even know if I have. I don't think I have an appetite. I think I might wait until my kids get here and then like make a big breakfast, like some hash browns and some eggs. I want to make some chocolate chip pancakes, some grapes, some tea with the whipped cream and the creamer. Yum. Yeah, I think I'm gonna wait till they get here before I eat. I think I'm gonna try to like take a quick nap before my kids get here. So I'm just gonna see y'all later. I mean, I'm going to sleep, but typically on like my Fridays, sometimes I stay up until like it's time to go to bed. I don't know if I'm gonna do all that because I do gotta close out this vlog. So this one isn't as long as I've kind of talked a lot in this one, so it's not as many clips, but it probably will be just as long, I think, because this one's already 5 minutes. Yeah, so I'm gonna close out this vlog. Happy Vlogtober day 5. And my message to y'all today is, I know that we've all been hurt in the past, right? By people and relationships and, you know, family and friendships and shit, even by ourselves. You know, we hurt ourselves a lot, probably more than other people do. Just because other people do, we think we're supposed to treat ourselves poorly because, you know, it kind of like, it's a trauma thing. You think that what other people say about you is real, so you treat yourself shitty. But something that I've noticed about me is not even just me, because I don't really think it applies to me, because sometimes, for the most part, I can be very loving even after I'm hurt by someone. Because to me, I used to think that I don't put on the next person what the last person did. In any way. I don't treat people like they're like everybody else. I treat people individually, you know, and I think that's kind of why I used to get played a lot. Because I'm looking at you in this clean slate, but the whole time you're looking at me like I'm naive. And it's like, ooh, this is about to be easy. That's why when I turn on that, I know what the fuck you're doing, man. I'm just trying to give you a chance and you fucking it up, cuz. And then they're like, you know, oh, you tricked me. No, ho, you tricked yourself. You tricked yourself out of good spot, and that's not my problem. You know what I'm saying? I'm allowed to switch. Anyways, I think a lot of times like, even with me, I think I'm not being hurt by something and holding on to it. But I think sometimes we do that a lot more. I mean, obviously, a lot of people do this. But I don't think I realize how much I do hold on to things, even when I'm in a next, whatever that next thing is. And in anything, not just relationships, in anything. And so what I've been consciously doing, which is why I feel like the attention is ramped up, It's not that I don't get attention. I've always gotten a lot of attention, but it's not necessarily always the kind of attention I want. You know what I mean? Like, it could be attention sexually, it's attention like, what are you doing here? And why do you wear that? And what's this? And why do you do this? And it's more like inquiring. I feel like a lot of attention I get is someone inquiring about something. Like, they're trying to figure me out. Like, they're trying to fucking, like, I'm a puzzle that they're trying to figure out. Or something they want sexually. I'm not really used to people just enjoying me as a person. And, you know, in this last year and a half, this whole freaking spiritual journey has just been me uncovering, well, who am I to me? Because even if I wanted people to know me, can I even tell them anything about me outside of terrible things I've been through? You know what I mean? Like, who am I? What do I like? You know? And I've been figuring all that out, and that has changed my life dramatically, but also has made me realize that a lot of times we don't find what we're looking for because we didn't actually let go of anything. And I know that a lot of people get hurt, and so they don't want to, you know, love anymore because you just think that same thing is going to happen again and again and again and again. And what I'll say to that is, who cares? Who cares if it does? You do something, say you fall in love. You don't even have to fall in love. Say you just love. You just love someone, anything, whatever. And it turns out to suck. Or that person turns out to not love you back. The only reason why you would even get the same thing is because you didn't learn what you needed to learn from that person. Or you hang on to that person or that thing too long. Discard it. And not discard it in a like, fuck you way. Because that's not helpful. Discard it in a, there's nothing else I need from this situation. There's no more I can grow from this situation. So it's time to, it's a book, right? You buy a book for whatever subject and you've read it to the end of the page. Are you going to sit there and keep reading that same book over and over again because you feel like that book's going to be mad? I mean, books aren't people and people aren't books. But because you feel like that book's going to be like, no, what the fuck else can you learn from the book? Close the book. Close the book. Put it on a shelf. Thank it for all the lessons it's taught you. And get your ass a new book. Are you going to read that book and be like, I just know this book is about to be the same as the other book? No, you're not. You've done your research on the book enough to know that this isn't the same book as the last book you read. So read it as if you know it's not going to be anything like the last book. And enjoy the lessons from it. This may be the best book of your life. You may feel like I'll never need another book like this book. And fine, don't ever read another book again. That's the book for you. But you'll never know that unless you open the fucking book and read the book. Like it's a fresh, new book. Best analogy I could come up with right now. But I'm learning that about myself. And I feel like the more that I'm doing that, when I'm talking to a person, I'm not talking to someone as if, what could this person do for me? No, I'm talking to this person like, what if this person becomes the fucking best friend I've ever had in my life? What if this becomes my best fucking friend? It's not, oh, this person's fine, so I need to talk to them as if I know that they're fine and we about to clap cheeks. No, you don't assume that everybody attractive wants you. Don't assume that everybody attractive is somebody supposed to be talking to. You gonna fuck everybody who's attractive? Of course not. You can't. You could. Wouldn't recommend it. But don't look at everyone in that sense. Oh, this person's attractive, so I'm gonna talk to them like we finna go down. Or this person is not attractive to me, so I'm gonna talk to them. No, talk to everybody as if you are opening a brand new book and you want to know everything about it. You never know what this person's going to mean to you in the future. If this book looks like, yeah, I'm not into it, close it. You ain't got to read it to the end. Close it. It's not my type of book. And that's fine. Whether the cover of the book looks appealing or not, open the damn book. How do you know if you like something or like someone or will love someone or will be best friends with someone or love them in several different ways? Because it doesn't have to always be romantic unless you get to know them. Which is why I think things have, ramped up a little bit for me. It's like, okay now. Because then there's the other flip side of that where if you're openly and genuine with people and you're making, eye contact, now everybody think you like them. Calm down. I can't have them all. Okay? Shit. I don't want to be a player no more. I'm not a player. I just crush a lot. Stop. Yeah. Anyways. Because today was today. I'm like, damn, when did everybody get so fine? When did all these niggas get attractive? I gotta work with these people, man. I ain't looking at y'all like that. Anyways, yeah. Good night. Because I just said all that and I'm like, yeah. I'm not really interested in anybody like that, honestly. I just feel like I've got so much good things going on. I wouldn't want to jump into anything again too fast and then whole time somebody got a girlfriend or a chick they can't let go of or some friends they can't stop talking to. I wouldn't want to jump back into anything. I wouldn't want to jump back into anything. Period. I wouldn't want to jump into anything in the future too fast. So, I'm friend zoning everybody. Unless you show me something I ain't never saw before, and I've seen a lot, I'm friend zoning everybody. But I'm just, just because you friend zone people doesn't mean they're not cute. Good night. I want to leave y'all with something. Look in the mirror, and I want you to tell yourself, damn, I look good as fuck. I don't care what you look like. Look in the fucking mirror. Look in it and say, damn, I look good today. Say that. Say that today. Say it tomorrow. Say it for 7 days straight. Just say it. And when you hit 7 days, if you don't look in the mirror and just like, you walk past the mirror and you're like, damn, I look fine. I'm good to just try it. Repetition. Because I don't know what else I was about to say, but repetition's good. Okay? So I just want you to say, damn, I look good in that motherfucking mirror. Because I bet you do. You know what I'm saying? And take my word for it. Because I'm a good judge of character. I think. Just do it. Okay? Trust me. Good night.